Hi guys, how's it going? Welcome to My Virgin Kitchen. Today I am trying one of these really funky recipe cards that you get in supermarkets. Now this one's from the British supermarket Sainsbury's and it's called Char Grilled Artichoke Gratin, which is basically an oven bake with some funky breadcrumbs on. And this is what it looks like. This is my attempt, so it's quite similar to the image actually, not too bad at all. So we've got sweet potatoes in there, artichokes, cherry tomatoes, breadcrumbs, cheese, thyme. It's a combination of loads of flavours and it tastes amazing. To actually make it took an hour, but the preparation time was only 15 minutes. It's super easy, it's idiot proof, it's barrier proof. So if I can make this, you definitely can. So without further ado, this is how I made it. I hope you give it a go. Right, here then guys, so what do you need to make that fantastic looking dish? What do you need? Let me show you. Really easy, you just need a packet of breadcrumbs. Very good, that's nice sort of golden ones that you can oven, grill or fry. You like that? A tin of cherry tomatoes, which is in a tomato juice. Very nice. Creme fraiche, 250 grams of that. That's not low fat one, by the way. We're going for the full flavour. Obviously, if you want to cut down, go for the low fat one. Or if you want to double it up, just keep pumping fat in it, stick chocolate in it, or I don't know. Right, Gruyere cheese. This is like a Swiss cheese, which is actually kind of sweet and buttery. Need a block of that. Not a big cheese fan myself, but with it being sweet and buttery, it probably won't taste too much like cheese. So we'll give it a go. And if it's not too good, eek, never mind. Packet of thyme, just a little bunch there, nice and good for some flavour. 5 sweet potatoes, and finally we've got a jar of, these are artichokes. It's kind of like octopus in there, it looks kind of like freaky. But that is artichokes, which are a lot like asparagus. They're just soaked in olive oil, so we're just going to use those and chuck them in. But you could use asparagus or any other vegetable really, go crazy. So the first thing we've got to do is grab our sweet potatoes, these things. Okay, grab those, peel them, chop them into thin little 1 centimetre discs. So let's get on and do that, people. I love you, yeah. Right, so there's my sweet potatoes. Now look at this one. It's got a bit of a root on it. It's kind of like dangly, look. Ooh, play conkers with it. You would probably win a game of conkers with that. Never soak them in vinegar, I was told, but apparently that is the secret trick to helping it win. So if you've got any tips, let me know. Yeah, so we're going to peel these sweet potatoes. Anyway, back to the recipe. Peel these sweet potatoes with a peeler. Woo! Right, so they're all peeled, and I've actually become emotionally attached to that little bit of root, so I kept that off. I'm just going to put it to one side as a bit of a memoir of the potatoes. So they're there, just going to grab a knife and cut nice thin discs. Woo! Boom, there we go, so they are all cut up into discs. All we need to do now is, excuse me, grab yourself a big dish like this, oven-proof dish, and start to layer your potatoes out along there. You've probably got loads of different size ones, so that's cool. Not every potato is the same size, so just keep layering it out like that. Okay? Okay, so that's the potatoes all laid out. Kind of look like big carrots, but they're not. They are sweet potatoes, as we know. Now we're going to get our artichokes. Wow, look how weird that is. Taking the lid off it, I'm just going to sprinkle them on there. Wow. Wow, they're huge. Wow. Okay, I'm just going to spread them out a little bit. My hands are clean, by the way. I have washed them. Always wash your hands and all that. So just spread those out. That's cool. Brilliant. Now we're going to move on and get a saucepan onto heat and work on our tomatoes and make a little sauce for that. Woo! Right here then guys, so I've just finished adding my tomatoes in a juice to the saucepan. It's on a low heat. And what you also need to do, I've just boiled 300 mils of water. Just going to pour that in there. Wow, check out that steam. And you can see the rat's tail. That's what I've decided to call it, this thing, because it looks kind of like a rat's tail, what you'd get on the back of, no disrespect, but some people French hair, they sort of model it, they have a little rat's tail at the back. I don't know. Actually, this is a French recipe as well, this gratin. Apparently gratin means scraping, and I think that's why the breadcrumb thing comes from. So Google it and find out, tell me, but it's something to do with French scraping. The whole breadcrumbs are all just like scraps, so my French isn't very good. Right, yeah, so boiling water, just plonking a chicken stock cube in there. Let it do its thing, because that's going to go in the pan with our tomatoes in a minute. So keep that on the heat, and we'll see you in a couple of minutes. Right here, my chicken stock's done. You can still see it swirling while I've just been stirring it with that spoon, hiding away. Cool. Right, so grab that there so you can see me. Wicked. Chicken stock, pour that in the pan with your tomatoes. Amazing. And get a sprinkling of sugar, just a teeny pinch. Drop that in. Bit of salt. Same again. Bit of pepper. That'll give it just a teeny bit of a kick with the taste buds. Yeah! So let's have a look at what we got in here now, okay? Look at that bubbling away. Starting to get there, right? So we just need to let it get to a nice temperature and simmer for 10 minutes, baby, okay? All the while that is just sat there in the corner looking cool. Amazing. Actually, kind of does look a bit odd though. Look at that. These are oysters or something. I promise you it will taste good. Right here then guys, check this out. It's roaring away. It has been for 10 minutes. The cherry tomatoes have gone all softened. It's looking good. Okay, down you go there. Now we'll go to creme fraiche. 60 grams of this, so a good teaspoon of this. It's a tub of 250 will do fine. That's going in there. Now I'm going to take it off the heat. But using the temperature that's still there, you can just see my dollop of creme fraiche in there. Wow, look at that, kind of like an iceberg. Just going to stir that in, okay? So stir away. In a minute we're going to pour this over our sweet potatoes and artichokes. Amazing, so I've just finished stirring that. As you can see, it's changed a little bit. It's gone a little bit more creamier, hence the creme fraiche going in. Cha-ching. So, my vegetables are over there into a nice safe position. We need to pour that over that, okay? So get your pouring face on. When I pour, I tend to make a face like, kind of like when I'm driving, I change gear, I go, for some reason. So, do your pouring thing and make your optional face if you need to, okay? Whoa! Joke. So that is going over there. I am making my pouring face, but you can't see it, so just visualise someone grunting or playing tennis or a really physical demanding sport where they need to make some sort of random face expression. Okay, so that's all on there. What I'm going to do, because they're a bit sporadic, is I'm going to mix my tomatoes about a little bit, because I've just sort of poured them on there. So I'm going to spread them all around so there's nice even coverage, okay? After that, we're going to go grate our cheese. So do that. Ooh, looking good, guys, huh? So now what you need to do is grab your cheese. Remember, 50 grams of that block works out about that much, okay? So about a quarter of that block, because it was 200 grams, and that, my friend, is good maths. Okay, so what we're going to do is grab our grater, grate that up, and we're going to start to make a little funky topping to go on that, shove it in the oven. Woo! Right, so my grated cheese is in there. That is 50 grams. Now what we're going to do is grab a couple of sprigs of our thyme, rip that off the stalk, and get them in there. So do that. Boom, there we go. So our thyme's in there. Got a real nice smell on my fingers of thyme. Woo! So we've got 50 grams of grated cheese in there, some thyme. We now need to get 50 grams of our packet of breadcrumb mix and get it in there. So I'm just literally going to pour that in right now, actually. So 50 grams is about half the pack that I had, so it's a 100 gram pack. Then we've got to do is get our hands in there and bond that all together. So let's do that. Kaboom, now that is all bonded together. Remember, if you need any more, just chuck some more cheese and breadcrumbs and thyme in. Just keep going until you got enough. What we need to do now is pick this stuff up and just sprinkle it over our mix like that, over our vegetables and tomatoes and stuff, okay? So do that. There we go then, guys, so that's nice and coated in the breadcrumbs. I've just got a fair few bits of thyme left over, so I'm just going to sprinkle them on there like that. Hopefully it might add a bit more flavour. My oven is now preheated to gas mark 4, can you see that? So that is going in there for 40 minutes. At the 20-minute point, we're going to flip it around, do exactly the same because my oven's a bit biased, as you know, so it'll cook nice and evenly. When it gets out after that, we've got a teeny bit more to do. But then, in terms of preparing it, that is it, all it is. So how easy is that? Let's get it in the oven, see what it looks like, and eat. Woo! Right here then, guys, so that's only 10 minutes into the cooking stage, so another half an hour to go. I just want to show you what we're going to do once the 40 minutes is up in total. So we're just going to pull it out. It's very similar. I've got a sheet of tin foil here. All we're going to do is sit the baking tray down and get a roof of foil over the top of it, just sort of wrap it around it. And I'm just chilling out at the moment with my rat's tail and my thyme. Got a bit of tidying up to do, but apart from that, it's, you know, pretty chilled out. Right here then, my fellow monkeys, take a look at this. It is out of the oven. It is looking good. Can you hear it? It's bubbling away underneath there. We need to get our foil on top of there, wrap it over, wrap it round. I'm going to do that with 2 hands because it's red hot. Don't want to burn myself. Back in the oven for 20 minutes and then we can eat it. Whoa! Right here guys, it's been another 20 minutes. I've just ripped my foil off. Well, not literally ripped it, but I've took it off and that is what it looks like. The smell is unbelievable. I've been sat in there waiting and the smell's been wafting in, and the cheese and the thyme and the vegetables all cooking together and bonding. I can't wait to plate it up and see what it's like. So let's go. Plate. Boom. Now that is that on there. Bit of thyme. And that is good. Let me hold that up to the light. Wow. Amazing. Plenty left as well. Looking good. That is going to last me for years. So at the end of the day, guys, another 3D view of that. I can't wait to eat that. If I can make that, absolutely anyone in the world can. Even you. Have a go for yourself. Let me know how you get on. And I will see you again next time. Bye-bye.
High five!